everyone, I'm going to be talking about the third party in this video and why they will never stand a chance against you. There is no comparison. It doesn't matter if your twin flame is with somebody else, because that person is not your twin flame's twin flame. You are. And that makes all the difference. And that is why any third party connection is only temporary. It only reflects the inner healing that needs to take place for your union, and it will dissolve when the healing is complete and the lessons are learned. Why can't a third party ever replace a twin flame? Let's say your twin flame is with somebody else now. That somebody else is not you. And it doesn't matter what they put on social media, don't matter how much they desperately try and feel something, doesn't matter how much your twin flame wants that person to be you or thinks that they're you. The harder they try is just going to emphasize more and more that it's not you. You're the one that was created for your person, and they're the one that was created for you. I can't love anybody else like you. They can try, but it's not going nowhere. You can't go against how you were created by the divine. You were created as one with your person, so you don't need to worry. What is the real lesson a third party shows up in the first place? Well, I mentioned this in the Rhino Chaser video a couple of videos ago. One of the main reasons, there's several reasons, but one of the main ones is if you're looking for love outside of yourself, your person is going to reflect that by looking for love outside of your union. But once you get your love from the divine, from the spiritual source within your heart, and give yourself all the love you need from there, your twin flame can reflect that back to you as well and love you the way you've been loving yourself. Sometimes the lesson is that you just need to love yourself as much as you love your twin flame and put yourself first. See to your feelings first, tend to your needs first, even if it means setting a boundary with your twin flame. All these things dissolve the third party situation. How does a third party relationship reveal blocks to the twin flame union? Well, it's very easy with this or any other situation to find out what your blocks are, simply by how the situation makes you feel. If it feels terrible, if it makes you feel abandoned, unloved, unwanted, these are the blocks. It could be limiting beliefs, and there'll also be places where you're needing love, commitment, compassion, devotion. And you can love yourself and give yourself the commitment and devotion that you're needing in this place. And only you can do this. Your twin flame can't do it for you until you've done it within yourself first. Even when you're together in union, your twin flame is never going to be the one you go to when you're needing love. You still will be getting your love directly from source and filling your own cup, even in union. And you and your twin flame will be doing that and overflowing with love together. But if you try to squeeze love from your twin flame, squeeze every last drop of juice out of them, it's like trying to get love from yourself without having loved yourself first. You're just running on fumes and you're going to leave yourself depleted and lacking. So this is the area to work on. This is what needs to be shifted. And you can do that very easily just by making a new choice of love in this place. Why does being with a third party feel different from being with a twin flame? Because they're not the right person. If you look back on your previous relationships when you wouldn't have been with the right person, and anyone that's not your twin flame is not the right person. So maybe you knew they weren't the right person for you, maybe you didn't. But there was always something missing. There was always something amiss. There was always something not quite right. There was always compromise to be made at best. And at worst, being in a relationship where one partner knows they shouldn't be there, they're depressed because they want to be somewhere else and they're dreaming about someone else every night. That's not a situation I ever want to be in ever again. It's not something I recommend, and it's not something I'd wish for my worst enemy. So I have compassion for your twin flame at this time for having to endure that situation. It is the only way they're going to really know who you are to them. You don't want to be with them because it was easy for them. You want to be with them because their soul screams your name. Have compassion for them. What happens when one twin flame tries to stay in a karmic or soulmate relationship? Well, it will be very uncomfortable for them, especially if the other twin flame knows about twin flame dynamics and they're on the journey and they're choosing their true twin flame. That must be incredibly uncomfortable for them. And I'd like to mention also this, because it's very important. A lot of people who decide to go all in on their twin flame journey then finds their twin flame goes all in with someone else. And you might think, what the friggin' hell is going on here? I mean, what in the actual hell? But what it is, they're actually committing to you. You're making the choice to commit deeper to your union, and your twin flame is as well. They might not have the clarity as to who you are to them just yet. They might think that somebody else is their twin flame, but it is their true twin flame they're committing to. And the clarity will come to them as you continue on your healing journey. So just keep going. It'll get better. Why is the connection between twin flames unbreakable, no matter what? Because that is how you were created. You were created as the divine masculine and divine feminine essence of one eternal being, eternally in love with itself through infinity. And nothing that anyone does or says or chooses can actually change how they were created. Free will does not go that far. Free will is pretty much almost non-existent. You can't change how you were created. You can't make someone your twin flame who isn't. You can't stop someone from being your twin flame who is. A lot of people try and run away from themselves or try and get away from themselves on the journey because they don't like what their twin flame is showing them, because it means facing up to some really uncomfortable feelings. But whatever hand we've been dealt, we've got to play it because we're stuck with it. So just heal, do the journey joyously, not grudgingly. Come into union. Have the one great love of your eternal life. You'll be glad of it. I promise you that. How can you heal any fears or wounds that make a third party seem like a threat? With the mirror exercise. If you are upset with a third party because it feels like they've got your good and you can't have it, then you can mirror that. And by bringing it all back upon yourself with the mirror exercise, you're empowering yourself to take responsibility for the situation, for having manifested wherever you're at now. And that's a massively powerful place to be, because if you don't like where you're at right now, you can change it. Claim all your good. Claim your perfect life of love. Choose yourself. Claim all of yourself. Claim your man or woman. Claim them too. Your twin flame is yours, so claim them. When the third party dissolves, there'll be nothing there to leave. And the third party has their own twin flame. So it's the most compassionate thing you're doing for them as well, by setting them free to be with their own true love, if that's what they choose. You'll eventually be eternally grateful to them for triggering you and your twin flame into togetherness. If this is what your coming together story looks like, I'm sorry it's not as pretty as we might have liked, but it's all perfect. Your journey's perfect for you, and mine's perfect for me. Everybody's journey is perfect for every person. How can trusting your twin flame journey help you release worries about a third party? Well, as I've already said, your heart knows who your twin flame is and always has done. And your twin flame's heart knows who you are to them. How much access they have to that awareness, how numbed out they are to it, we don't know. But if you can trust your twin flame to know what you know on some level, then you won't be in separation very long. If you would like some in-depth help to dissolving your own third-party situation, book a session with me. The link is in the description box below. I recommend these videos for you, and I'll see you in the next one.